Gen Digital shares rising more than 1% after hosting its analyst day here at the Nasdaq market site. The company recently closing a $1 billion deal to acquire Moneylion, combining that company's consumer finance tools with Gen Digital's credit and identity protection portfolio, which includes Norton and LifeLock. For more, Gen Digital CEO Vincent Pilette joins us here on set. Vincent, great to have you with us. We're familiar with Moneylion and we're familiar with the other brands. How do you make the case for them being together?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Today we had the first opportunity to explain to investor how Gen Digital, the family of trusted brands like LifeLock that tracks your financials, track your credit score, monitor any deviations, financial fraud, bringing that together with Moneylion that helps you then manage and grow your financials. And so we now provide our consumers kind of an end-to-end along their financial journey from building up your credit, leveraging your credit for whatever financial products you want, and then ultimately protecting your asset that you acquired. And now we're able to provide this kind of new category called secure financial wellness for our consumers.
So this is all about cross-selling?
It's all about increasing the value to the customer and increasing the number of products, if you want, that we sell to our consumer. But we sell it also into a membership, kind of you get into the platform and then you can access higher level of services depending on your financial needs.
Vincent, give us a sense. You had this analyst day. You're a company that you have brands that you own that a lot of consumers are very familiar with, and the same thing on the Moneylion standpoint. What were some of the questions that you were getting about, like Mel just asked you about the cross-selling opportunities, but like how are investors, how are analysts thinking about this combination?
I think we really have two sets of investors, those who are familiar with the fintech marketplace and the other one that are familiar with cybersecurity. And as we bring it together, we had to explain what secure financial wellness means. And if you look at today, average consumer have 7 to 8 products, consume 7 to 8 financial products. Half of them comes outside of their primary banks, shopping on internet platform, etc. And we bring with Gen the trust, the confidence that you can really select what you need. And then Moneylion brings a marketplace that has over 1,300 partners offering very different financial products to those consumers that are on our platform.
Vincent, so how do you think about growth, and how do you think about where the combination of these assets, these synergies, this cross-selling, does it create, is there a hockey stick out there? How do you see your business, especially because these are trusted brands at a time when, if anything, cybersecurity, especially, I'd say on the individual level, all we do is talk about the enterprise, but I think individuals are as aware as anyone.
That's absolutely something that's not really well known by all investors, that when we talk about security, it's 99% around enterprise. We're solely focused on the consumer. And as you know, the threat landscape is evolving rapidly. A lot of the old malware are now evolving is full scams, and your financial assets and what matter for you online is at risk. On the other side, we have another transformation happening. More and more consumers are shopping for financial products differently than outside of their primary bank in an open ecosystem. And I think bringing it together for us is positioning Gen into a faster growing markets and trying to leverage those two transformations, an evolving threat landscape and an evolving digital financial landscape.
So in, let's say, 5 years, how do you see your consumer in terms of what the overlap of products are? Will all your consumers be customers touching all these points of your business, or will you have separate LifeLock customers, separate Moneylion? How do you see the breakout?
Great question. And Moneylion developed, they've had 10 years of developing what we call a white label architecture. Their technology, probably the best in the fintech environment, is able to be embedded into everybody's platform. And so we're going to embed it, Moneylion financial architecture, into each one of our brands, Norton, LifeLock, Avast, and be able to provide this help for decision-making on the financial side at the right moment of the customer journey. And I think following the brand customer journey or the consumer customer journey is a very important factor in today's world in digital finance.